I am Tom, and this is AC on the Short Alpha Clash podcast, where I talk all things Alpha Clash on my way to work. And today's topic is a bit of a mixed one, but let's go into it. So, first on, some positive news. I saw a breakdown of the meta in the Philippines. I don't know if they actually had a big tournament again, or they simply just gathered up who played locally. But the positive thing is that some of the new heroes, some of the new contenders are showing up on that list. Especially Krung, which sort of surprised me, because I didn't think he would be powerful enough or have enough support for that. But apparently he does. So interesting to see that. So hopefully that will be a lot more of the new contenders, especially Lin, which I think is pretty interesting. I've seen her pop up in the conversation on Discord, but whether she's strong enough, some think she's broken, some think she's better support. I don't know. As soon as I get my hands on the cards, I'll start playing more with her. I'm definitely going to build a Lin deck. She just looks interesting. And speaking of getting hands on the cards, it seems like that there is a bit of a problem around that. So originally the release date was 31st of May. I do believe the US and the Philippines released on that day, but the UK should be a little bit behind. They should have had their release here on the 14th of June. So I ordered some from the UK. Once it became clear that even though Europe's release date is the 31st of May, it doesn't seem like product actually reached anyone. And now Rising Empires 2 sort of acknowledged that there might be a delay with the new distributors and such, but haven't come up with a official release date for Europe. Somewhere in July. Now, the last I've seen from one of the suppliers, which, by the way, were a British supplier, were the 19th of July. The 19th of July, which is a solid month and a half after the US and Philippine release. Now, I like to have my cards in hand. So, just like anybody else, I wish I had my cards already. But in terms of gameplay, I don't know if it's a big thing. The hype is sort of gone off before it reaches Europe, but I also understand that it is not as big a thing in Europe as it is in especially the Philippines and in the US. I get that. But come up with a date, please. Get some commitment from the distributors to commit to that and have it in hand of people. I've seen it. I've seen it posted a few places with different dates. So the UK supplier, which should have had their release date on the 14th, I haven't heard from. And today is the 17th, so it looks like they may not have the material. Their official release date was also the 31st, at least on the website. I've seen the other UK saying the 19th of July. So, as I mentioned, but the most frustrating thing about this is that we can't get a date. So, if I don't have it by the 19th, it's going to be a challenge, or 20th. It started to look like a foot race between when the comic book and when the cards will arrive. But let's see. Hopefully hopefully we'll get them soon. So, that being said, the actual impact on gameplay is probably limited. It's just sad to see that be the stumble. We are approaching the 2-year mark for the trading card game, and 2-year marks are sort of the average lifespan of those. It's about the lifespan of trading card games. So I hate to see them stumble now. I don't know if they short printed it, or if they or distributors was just hard to play ball with, or I don't know what the issue is. I understand if there's a priority, if they printed too little. Now I understand if there's a priority for the US and the Philippines. I sort of get that. I'm sad about it, but I sort of get it. But because the point is that the impact on the gameplay is in Europe is limited, since it looks like to be universal. So anyway, my biggest concern is whether or not we'll actually get some at some point. Well, I think we're gonna get something at some point. Hopefully it will be the same quality. Hopefully it will be before the next set of the novel and all the hype around that starts. And I just wish that Rising Empire would go and acknowledge it. Just acknowledge that there are delays instead of this beating around the bushes. Acknowledge that there are delays. The new distributors cannot get online before whatever date, or at least just be honest about it. I asked in Discord, and I got the somewhat snarly reply that the release date for Europe was 31st of May, and I went, well, guys, that is not what is reflected on the ground. And fair enough, if there are problems with distributors and they need to get online. I was told that Najada in Czech Republic already received products. They might have. It's not on their own website. So there is a mismatch here. Anyway, I'm going to look forward to getting my cards. And at some point, set 3, they have promised that set 3 will be on track and on time in Europe as well. So sometime in, I should remember that, September, sometime after summer. I think it's September. Set 3 is being released, so we can look forward to getting the cards for Unrivaled before the hype for the next set. Set 4, sorry, before the hype for the next set. Set 5 is the real crucial one, so let's get it right before then. Anyway, that was all for me today. Hope you have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.